Unfortunately, I can't find my tripod at the moment, so we're just going to have to deal with it the way it is. Sorry. So I'll just show you the cards as I pull them up, as obviously I've already pulled them out, shuffled and all of that stuff. So we're ready to go. We're just going to go straight into it. Oh, by the way, if you catch me and this isn't on my page, my name's Alvi Von W. I am from Luminescence Heart-Centered Healing, and I do intuitive readings and healing and spiritual guidance, counselling, and those kinds of things. If you want to check it out on my page, you can. I've only had one coffee today, so that's my excuse. I'm actually usually like this anyway. I come across as a bit of a dithering doofus sometimes. So whoever chose number 1, this stone, Dalmatian Jasper, is what I called it. The first card, how can you navigate the current energies to walk the path of your highest potential? It says trust your path. Okay, so if you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? What I might do is just like flip all the cards and show them to you, and then tell you the impressions that I'm getting and any messages that come through. I am clairsentient, clairaudient, and clair whatever else. It just depends. It kind of comes through in all different ways to me. It just depending on what the message is and who it's for and all of that sort of stuff. So the next card we have on this pile, number 1, is Seek. And the one after that we have is Birthday. This one keeps coming up, so I'm sure there must be someone who watches me or, follows my readings, who that is significant to or makes sense to. Whenever I see it, I'm like, what? But hopefully it will make sense to you guys. So, enjoying the outcome. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles, right. Okay, so I think what we're being shown here is maybe you guys are finding that at the moment that you might be like doubting that you're on the right path, doubting that you're going down the wrong way, because things might not be working out exactly as you hoped. Look, that's just life. Sometimes it happens that way, and sometimes we need to have these kind of like little detours to remind us of what our true path really is. It says if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? What would you do? Excuse me, I can't talk properly today. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this is basically saying your fears are kind of like misguiding you at the moment. The next card that we have that came up was Seek, and to me this basically, just look at the picture. It's saying go out in nature and ground yourself. You might be feeling, like overwhelmed by the energy of the full moon. I know I was until last night, and then I had some kind of crazy heart center awakening. Gee, it happens all the time to me. Activation. Basically, yeah. Go if you're doubting that you're on the right path, if you're doubting the things that you're doing, and you're finding that you are letting your fears and doubts stop you from walking the path that you feel is the right path, go out into nature, seek, meditate, spend time within, go within and spend time with yourself and really search yourself out, and listen to, I'm kind of getting by looking at the Seek picture, listen to the messages that you hear in nature. Sometimes, just being out away from your natural habitat, your natural habitat is like, I'm thinking of inside. Being away from that is good. It allows you to sort of change your vibration a little bit, and being in the greenery, this really shows me, be around the greenness, be around nature, yet let that energy of Mother Earth ground you. Bring your energy back into center, where I think sometimes, especially when the full moon's involved, it can kind of be like shattered and splintered everywhere. So number 1, so far, trust your path. And if you feel like you're not quite on the right path, or you feel like you're being diverted from that path, go ground yourself in nature, and spend some time every morning maybe just sitting quietly before you get up and do anything. Set the intention to sit quietly for 5 or 10 minutes, and just listen. That's all you have to do really to meditate. Not listen to your thoughts, but listen to all of the sounds around you. Take your mind away from the wheel that your thoughts get caught in, so that you can sort of like interrupt that pattern. And as you practice that more and more, you will become aware that there's other things that you can hear. Like you can hear more and more. First, just start listening to the birds and the traffic or the sound of nature or whatever's around you. So the next card is birthday. All right, so a significant birthday. Question. Perhaps you have a birthday coming up, or someone special to you has a birthday coming up, and you'll find the answers, or you'll find the truth at that time. Or it might be, like a birthday of someone who passed or something like that as well. I feel like if you followed this advice, you will find yourself enjoying the outcome. This is the Ten of Pentacles, so this is like the bounty, right? You've got everything. This woman's just sitting there. It's like she's in a resort. She's got a martini and lots of money, and she's just relaxing because she's done all her work, and all her work is paid off, I suppose. I'm just trying to see if there's any more messages that want to come through for these cards. So trust your path. Go within. I'm feeling like it might not necessarily need to be a specific birthday, but maybe a particular date that means something to you. Sometimes we have these, the New Age people call this portal or that portal, the 10-10 portal or the 11-11 portal. A time when you'll find yourself in better alignment, or being able to see the truth of why you think that you're not on your actual path. Because in truth, I mean, truth is subjective, right? But this spiritual truth of it is, you can't really go wrong in your path, and you're always supported. So, if there's something that is calling you that you want to do, but you don't feel like you're supported, just remember that there's unseen support around for you, and there's probably so much more support if you actually talk to people about it as well and let them know what you need. Sometimes I think, especially if you're an empath or energy sensitive person, it's easy to forget that you have to actually tell people what you need sometimes. I'm guilty of this. Like, I kind of, we forget that other people can't read us as well as we can read them, or that other people might be able to read us, but at the same time, they're still going through their own journey. They're not really, concentrating on what's going on with you. So it's always good to voice your needs, tell people and the universe what you need. Okay, I think we'll go on to the next one now. That feels complete. So the next one was Unakite. It's this stone. So number 2, people who chose number 2. The first card that comes up for you is as far as how to navigate the current energies to walk the path to your highest potential. Have fun, play, celebrate. Yeah, don't be so serious, the card says. We'll do what we did with the last one and just turn the cards over. Next one is spread your wings. Came up reversed though, so I'll see what the next few cards are and if that makes sense, or if I just had my deck up the wrong way when I did it. Bye to the old, hello to the new, and your own power. Alright, we've got 2 reversals in this lot, so I'm going to read them reversed because I feel like they're actually telling us something here. So goodbye to the old, hello to the new, and your own power, which is also reversed. So what I'm seeing for you guys number 2 is you guys who chose number 2. I'm not calling you number 2. My kid would think that was hilarious. I'm trying not to laugh right now too. yes, my sense of humor is like really toilet humor, you know. I spent most of last night watching South Park, which was funny. Um, Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. Like sometimes we can get so focused on our spiritual journeys and trying to work this stuff out and forget that, you know, life is actually fun and things work better when you're laughing, when you're having fun, and when you're, you know, cruising around doing cool stuff and enjoying yourself, because it raises a sort of like, I don't want to say raise your vibration, because to me that doesn't kind of, I don't know, I think for some people you need to raise your vibration, but at a certain point it's more about peeling away the layers that keep your true vibration in shadow. Um, I feel like at the moment you guys might be kind of holding back. This is what this says to me. This is just an energetic card. Um, and it's up the right way. It's saying, you know, like spread your wings, embrace the world. And up the wrong way, up the reversed way, it's kind of saying like that you're retracted, your energy is condensed, it's retracted, and it's not actually, you know, you're not able to at this point in time, or you feel like you can't reach out and embrace life the way that you want to for some reason. You know, I'm feeling a very kind of like heavy energy in this reading. And I feel like that might be because you're kind of going through a transitional stage, if you can see that. So there's goodbye to the old, hello to the new, end of a cycle. Lots of people will be finding that they're going through this just because it's that time of the year. Also, it's just been in the energy lately that we're finishing up a big cycle, and different people finish these things at different times. Like it comes in waves, if you know what I mean. You've finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. So what you want to work on is not being afraid to change, not being afraid to move into the next thing, and maybe not being afraid to let go of some of the things that make you feel safe. You know, they've given you comfort for a long time, but maybe now they're actually making you feel restricted. And you don't really realize that, and might be why you're feeling this very heavy feeling, this heavy energy within your soul, you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of a way to explain this a little bit deeper. When you're holding on to things that aren't really meant for you, it can feel like a drain. It can actually literally drain your energy. When you're not playing, when you're not letting things flow because you're so focused on trying to work this out and how this is going to work out, and you know, you're focusing on outcome rather than just remembering to enjoy the journey or to experience the journey, because sometimes you can't just enjoy it. Sometimes it's shit, and I'm not gonna lie. Awakening and, you know, the spiritual journey and life itself has its ups and downs, right? And sometimes it's just not possible to enjoy it, but you can be in it, and by being in it, it helps that particular part of the situation change, because you're not denying it, you're not pushing it away. Let's Where was I? When that happens, it's like my higher self has gone, okay, that's enough, you've got to go back to, you know, reading the rest of the cards now. So yeah, so what we're seeing is somebody who can't quite let go yet, and what the advice here is as well, see, your own power. It's like your own power is actually the thing that is fucking you up. Because instead of expanding it yourself outwards with your own power, you're kind of contracting in on yourself, and that stops you from being able to enjoy and being able to move forward. So I think what these cards are really saying to me is that there's something there that you need to let go of, or maybe a few things. Maybe you're scared of change, maybe you're afraid to move into the new because it's something that you don't know, and like that is scary, but sometimes you just have to say yes if your soul's calling you, or if you're feeling very heavy and you can't let go of something from the past, or even if you don't know what it is but it's just this really heavy energy. I suggest you go play, Go have fun. Remember what having fun is, because sometimes you can get too caught up in, the day-to-day grind and just forget how to laugh and how to be light about things. Okay, so I think that's probably as far. I'm just going to check if there's any more messages coming through there. No, I think that's a completed reading now, and we will go on to number 3. So snowflake obsidian. Okay. The first one that comes up for number 3 is the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay, so that's a really big clue already. Let's go to the next card. What's the next one? Detach, but it's reversed. This is almost similar to the last reading, last message. But we'll see what else comes up. So detached, but it's come up reversed. Debt paid off. New career moves. Alright, so it's not quite the same. The last one was emotional. This one seems to be more in the earthly realm of, money, finances, career, and all of that sort of stuff. Just remember whatever's happening at the moment is happening to you. I mean, it's happening for you, not to you. That came out wrong. What that means is it's there's something in there for you to learn from. If you choose to learn from it, and if you choose to gain a deeper understanding of what it is that's going on and why it's happening, rather than just be in that victim mode. That was the first thing that came up when I turned these cards over. Was I felt like there's someone that really is still holding on to a past incarnation of themselves, like a past level of consciousness as far as money and wealth and abundance is concerned. And that's not to make you feel bad if that's you. It's easy to do. I do it. I still forget sometimes, because it becomes a habit, and we have it all around us all the time, like, oh, I can't afford this, and you have to put this money away, and, there's a very, a big scarcity consciousness kind of theme that goes through our whole society, because that's the way that they get us to behave and do what they want, go to work every day 9 to 5. And I've got nothing against people who do that, because we have to, everybody's got to make their money. But you know what I mean, that whole work till you die kind of thing, and only ever do that, and never stray out and find out who you are, and never be creative or tap into your true soul path. Just do what they tell you, kind of thing. And that can really it's very hard. You can be teetering on the edge sometimes. You can be feeling really good, and then something will happen, and you'll find yourself falling back into, oh shit, I haven't got enough money, oh shit, that kind of thing. And it's like what the cards are saying to me is, there is a chance to detach from this if you really could put your mind to it, but at the moment it's like you're holding on to it too tightly for it to be able to flow out of you. When you do actually detach, you'll find that you're in a better position than you thought you were, or you felt you were. This card actually says debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from your life, from you and your life. So finding a way to kind of give yourself positive ideas, thoughts, and beliefs about money and that sort of thing is going to be really helpful for you. When I have actually recorded my abundance activation meditation I'm doing at the moment, I will, that might be something that can help you, and I'll put links up and stuff for that when it's done. It's not done yet.